Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Beaufort County's council has already approved it. Now it'll be Hilton Head's town council voting Tuesday at 3 p.m. on a joint resolution to endorse a plan by the State Department of Transportation to begin construction of a new eastbound bridge between the mainland and the island. The only one of 6 options the state offered that helps the situation and is still within the $300 million the county has available. The favored option will build a 4-lane bridge that will only be striped for 2 lanes for now between the Bluffton Parkway flyover and Windmill Harbor, forcing those who want to access Pinckney Island to make a U-turn on Hilton Head Island to get back to Pinckney. The awkward situation was forced by Beaufort County voters rejecting a penny sales tax continuation last November. The 2 lanes for now configuration will continue the bottleneck for morning commuters at the flyover until a 3-lane path is carved from Windmill Harbor to Squire Pope Road. The town and county have until the end of March to present a package to retain $120 million in funding from the State Infrastructure Bank. Remember that last time we had a decent rain? Add that to blustery winds all across the state and you get the conditions for the wildfires that fortunately have not started in the Lowcountry yet, but have burned well over 1,200 acres and are still being battled in the Myrtle Beach area from over the weekend and still are as we speak, with nearly 400 firefighters involved. Nearly a dozen neighborhoods around Myrtle Beach had to evacuate after the grass fires whipped up, forcing red flag warnings and the burn bans that are still in effect statewide, and a state of emergency was declared in northeastern South Carolina by Governor McMaster. Evacuees in the Carolina Forest area west of Myrtle Beach have been allowed to return home. St. Helena Island teenager Benjamin Seabrook IV will get at least a chance to turn his life around after being convicted of shooting 6-year-old Frankie Washington almost exactly a year ago and then trying to cover up the crime. The 19-year-old Seabrook will serve almost the next decade in prison for pleading guilty to 7 felonies, including involuntary manslaughter, obstruction of justice, and criminal conspiracy. The 10-year concurrent sentences will have more than 9 months of them knocked off already for serving time previously. Prosecutors say Seabrook modified a semi-automatic handgun into a fully automatic weapon when it accidentally went off and killed Washington. And Darius Rucker is rarely the warm-up act for anyone, but his women's collegiate tournament at Long Cove that goes on through Wednesday gets us in the mood for the RBC Heritage next month. This tournament is free to attend. Just park at the Central Church across Highway 278 from Long Cove and take the shuttle buses in. You'll see 17 major college teams ranging from host USC to defending champion Arizona State to Ohio State, Alabama, Duke, Kentucky, Georgia, LSU, Texas, and UCLA, and more. Or you can just watch it live on the Golf Channel from 2:30 to 5:30 each afternoon. One thing you did not get to see, Rucker's private performance for the ladies on Monday night. You can find out more at longcovedri.com. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news events, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Yeah, we're talking about the Darius Rucker, a lot of other sports going on in the Lowcountry. With all of that is Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com, the fastest 60 seconds in local sports. The USCB men's basketball team earned one more night in the Cove this season with an 87-83 win over Augusta on Saturday, clinching the number 4 seed in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. Lander comes to the Cove at 7:30 p.m. Wednesday. The Sandshark women dropped their finale despite a strong effort, and the USCB baseball and softball teams both suffered 3-game sweeps on the road. It was a busy weekend for high school soccer teams and a victorious one for the girls from Beaufort High and the boys from Hilton Christian Academy, who claimed the team titles at the Warrior Cup tournament at Whale Ranch. May River's boys also had a solid weekend, going 2-1 at the Charleston Shootout. The first round of the Darius Rucker Intercollegiate got underway this morning at Long Cove Club, with 17 top NCAA Division I women's golf teams in the field. We'll get you up to speed on all this and more tonight on the LowcoSports Lowdown. For LowcoSports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks a lot, Justin. We're going to catch up on a lot of local events coming up with Charlie Clark of the Hilton and Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. We're also going to talk about what's going on at the Boys and Girls Club on Hilton Head Island. And oh yeah, Joe Kane will be in. Let's see if he's got his wing hat or not. Wing Fest is coming. Stay with us.